Michael Knapp with 38 Pontoon Rental and 38 Yacht Charters here doing Yacht Talk. Yacht Talk is an opportunity for the local businesses to get some exposure in the 38 area. My first guest, I'm super excited to have you on, is Steve, and you're with 38 Electric Bike Company. Now, Steve, let's start here. What brought you to the 38 area?
So I grew up in Miami, then moved to Atlanta for 10 years and really missed the water. So I started coming down here, came down for a weekend, then it started 2 weeks, 6 months, rented a place and then bought a house. And, it just slowly happened over a couple year period 10 years ago, 2014.
Now, this was not on your radar before.
Yeah.
What were you doing before, and what transitioned you to a bike company?
Yeah, so if you would have told me 5 years ago that this is what I'd be doing, I'd say, that's crazy. Something happened weird in the world that changed the direction of my life. And of course, COVID did happen. And
COVID changed your life?
Yes, very much so.
Amazing. I've never heard that before.
I was a suit and tie in an office corporate doing engineering before, and then after COVID, let go of the job, or the job let me go, and I took a year off and decided I want to do something different. So I live down on Eastern Lake, and my electric bike is my favorite purchase I've ever made in my entire life, and it's just the
so
best
fun.
way. Oh, they're so much fun.
It's like I don't want to hurt myself on a motorcycle, but if I'm on an electric bike, I feel like I'm on a motorcycle. So you get that, but you also can be lazy and still enjoy it. So awesome. Okay, now tell me about 38 Bike Company. What makes you different? Tell me what kind of bikes you have.
So when I first started this, I wanted to make sure, because people spend a lot of money on the bikes for a week. It's fairly expensive. So I wanted to make sure that the quality of the bikes were the highest quality, and that when people got them, they felt like they got what they paid for. So we kind of went through 12, 15 different manufacturers and kind of came down to two. So Rad Power bikes, which I think just makes a wonderful integrated motor, the way it's really smooth, and then Electric Bike Company, which are the beach cruiser styles. They look beautiful. They're just gorgeous bikes with big front baskets, and they just look very beachy. They're great.
Now, we were talking earlier about how fun it is for a family, for everyone to get one and cruise up and down 38. What an awesome means of transportation. Why does that make sense other than some other means of transportation?
Yeah, so that was one of the reasons I started. It was this: I just don't understand golf carts. I see them everywhere. There's nowhere to park them, number one, so it doesn't make sense to me why people would get them in the first place. So you get them at a house that's in Seagrove. You can't take them down to the beach. There's not beach parking or anything like that.
No,
it doesn't really make sense. And you can't take them to Alice or Rosemary or any of the major communities because they're not allowed in there. So it just doesn't make sense to me. So I look at the bikes as it's a mode of transportation, right? And it's a more fun. I think people enjoy it more than the golf carts once they get on them. But I'm not saying don't get golf carts. I always say to customers is maybe get a smaller golf cart and 3 or 4 bikes. I promise you're going to use those bikes more than you're going to use that golf cart, but it allows people to go to different places they want to, and they really enjoy the bikes. You just get on, you can jump down to Seaside for lunch, or to Rosemary for to go shopping or something like that.
It's a fun family experience, but it's also safe. What I love about it is, you're on the bike paths and you're not on the road.
Yeah.
And there's such an issue around this area is we don't really have good transportation mechanisms for golf carts and some other types of transportation, but bikes, you can be in that safe spot, and it's fun for little kids, older people, and you can all cruise together. I love it.
Yeah, great. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. And we're finding, especially the older people, just people that hadn't ridden a bike in 25 years.
Oh yeah.
They get back on one of these, and something clicks in their head. They're going, "Holy cow! I can do this again." I used to love biking, and I stopped 15 years ago, and I jumped on one of these, and I'm going home and buying one tomorrow.
And you can go long distances. If I'm on a bike, one of the things I don't want to do, it's not very hilly here. Let's just face it. I don't know why they call Blue Mountain Beach, because there's no mountain there. But the idea is there's only a few small hills, but I still don't want to pedal on those hills.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I can be on the bike, I can cruise through the area, town to town. Also, what I loved about it is you mentioned like little bags that you put on the bikes.
Yeah, but all the bikes have baskets, like giant front baskets and stuff like that, because we know it's a beach bike, right? So I want you to be able to stuff all your stuff in there, go to the grocery store if you need to. We also do pull behinds, like cargo pull behinds, stuff like that, so you can haul all your stuff anywhere you need to go. I'm trying to replace the golf cart. So whatever you need in a golf cart, I can replace with the bikes.
That's super fun. So, okay, how do we get a hold of you?
So website is 38electric.com, and you can order online or give us a call, and we deliver the bikes out to you. Ideally, we do it for the week, so starting Sunday, Monday, and pick them up on Friday, and we give you all the things you need. So
how far does your territory stretch?
Any of the communities on 30A.
Okay.
So we get a lot of requests in this area, Sandestin, but we try to stay in, because if something does happen, I don't want to spend 3 hours like sending someone to go fix something in Panama City Beach. It's just a little bit too far.
That's a haul.
Yeah. So we try to stay in the 30A area and just do a really good job here, making sure the customers have a good experience with us.
Awesome. So how, again, do we get a hold of you?
So 30aelectric.com website, or 30A_electric bike co on Instagram.
Okay, awesome. This is super exciting. I'm super excited to have you on. I've always been saying I've got to get myself an electric bike, and they're so fun, but obviously it makes more sense to rent one. And that's also what's really cool. Let's say you have a desire for, now do you sell?
We do have some dealer relationships. It's not our primary business because we don't have a storefront. We're all in a giant warehouse that we're sending trucks out right and left. But we don't have. But people do get on them, and they go home and they're like, "What was the bike I was on? Because I want to buy one."
Yeah, you want that. Yeah.
So I do have dealer relationships, so we can get discounts and stuff like that for certain bikes.
Awesome. Make sure to check those out. If you want to be on the next Yacht Talk, just follow us on Instagram or TikTok. We're going to be on 30A Pontoon Rental on Instagram, as well as 30A Pontoon Rental on TikTok. But our new Yacht Talk channel is Yacht Talk 30A. If you want to be on the program, email 30apontoonrental@gmail.com, and we look forward to having you on the show. And thanks for coming.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All right. Thanks for watching.